I'm ElenaVe and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you come back, and I'm also happy to see a couple new faces. If you're not already a part of this tight-knit community, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that ring bell notification so you'll always be notified as to when I upload a new video. Alright, without any further ado, let's just jump into today's video. So today is more like a rant. I'm sitting here at the river close by my home, and what you guys need to know is, yeah, my channel is more politically driven and driven to current events in a political sense, but I understand the importance of taking care of yourself and taking care of our mental health and our physical health. And I gotta tell you, it's always a surprise to me to see how many people who are not taking the time to make sure that they're healthy mentally. And what I mean by that is we like to ignore the issues that we deal with on an everyday basis. That is detrimental to so many aspects of our life. Let me start by saying this. I want to help my viewers eliminate the stigma that comes with mental health and mental health issues that people deal with every day, and that people who don't deal with don't know how to handle or don't know how to interact with those types of people who have those afflictions. We need to talk about depression, and we need to talk about anxiety and how that affects people who suffer from those, and support people who suffer from those ailments. For me, I can remember being very young and suffering from anxiety. I didn't know what it was at the time. I couldn't verbalize my emotions enough, and I sure as heck didn't have the education to be able to determine for myself that I was suffering from anxiety. And for me, my anxiety is almost this all-consuming emotion that I feel that I am not doing something correct. I'm so hard on myself that I'm always thinking about the future. I'm always thinking about what could happen, what will happen. I always think about the worst things. And when that anxiety starts to take over the majority of your life and how you feel every single day, I later found out in life that I was suffering from anxiety, and believe it or not, it was like the second to the last semester that I had in college that I found out that I have a lot of anxiety that rules my life. It's the main reason why I was sleeping at the time. It was the main reason why I was having anxiety attacks back to back. And I didn't know a thing like anxiety could take such a physical toll on the body to where you can't function normally. And to top it all off, I also suffer from depression. And I think that's genetic because both sides of my family have depression issues, and mine's not environmental and it's not circumstantial, it's constant and it's chronic. I was actually diagnosed with chronic clinical depression, which means that I have a severe form of depression, and because it's chronic, it means I'm going to be suffering from it for the rest of my life, unfortunately. But I don't let that enable me from trying to live every day the best way possible. It just means that I'm going to have hard days. It's going to mean that I'm going to have hard months, and there's going to be times where I don't know how to handle certain situations. There's going to be days, and I've had several days, at least one day a month or 2 days a month, where I just can't get out of bed. I just have a lot of these self-defeating thoughts right when I wake up in the morning. It is not unusual for me to be all encompassed and to wake up and 5 minutes later be bombarded by these negative thoughts and just completely break down. But it's not about being sad, and it's not about being happy. I wake up every day, and every day I have to actively seek out positive news, positive aspects of my general life in order to feel okay. It's a continuous feeling of not either feeling good enough. It's this continual feeling that you're being a waste of space. It's this continual feeling that you may not be loved, which I know I'm loved, but some people feel like they're not loved. If you have a family member who is suffering from depression and they decide to confide in you, please listen. I mean, it's really hard for somebody like me who has depression and anxiety, and I'd imagine that a lot of people are like this too, but it's really hard to come out and say I'm suffering from depression, because people don't know much about depression. People don't know much about anxiety. They just think it's like a feeling that will eventually go away, but they're not. These are feelings, these are emotions, these are states that have to be managed in a medical way. And I'm not just talking pills or antidepressants, because they had me on antidepressants, which just made my depression symptoms worse. You have to be able to take responsibility and take action for your own ailments. And I'm that type of person who wants to be able to control my ailments. I have chronic migraines, so I do a lot of things to help my migraines. I have chronic depression, so I'm investigating and researching things that can help me with my depression. Anyways, my whole point is that depression is really hard to live with, and so is anxiety. And what we need, what people like me need, is just understanding. We don't need somebody, when we decide to confide in another person, to give us answers that we're looking for. We just need somebody to listen. We just need somebody to listen and to support us and to understand where we're coming from and how hard it is to live with this ailment. And we need to be more understanding of each other. I just wanted to say, please take care of your mental health. You guys are not the only ones that suffer from mental health issues. Like I said, I suffer from chronic clinical depression and anxiety, and I had been on antidepressants, and I had suicidal thoughts, and I still can't seem to get out of bed at least 1 or 2 days out of the month because of that depression. And I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for somebody to tell me I'm sorry. I'm just looking for somebody to say, I understand, and I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to help you through whatever you need help. Please don't come up with excuses as to why I'm unhappy. Please don't try to say that I'm not doing my job well enough, I'm not eating well enough, I'm not going out enough, I'm not making new friends enough, and that's why I'm depressed. Just please be there to listen, and please be there to listen to anybody, whether that be a family member or that be a friend, when they confide in you and they say, I have depression. So you guys, I don't know how well of a job I did about talking about this issue, because it's hard for me to talk about an issue that directly affects me so deeply on such a personal level, like depression and anxiety. But I hope that at least I can say you're not the only one that suffers from it. We all suffer from it. We all suffer some type of pain, some type of ailment that really takes a toll on our mental health. And if so long as we put things like our mental health as a priority, I can foresee a much brighter future, a much healthier future for all of us, and especially us who suffer from a mental ailment like depression and anxiety. I'm going to put a couple helpful links, informational links about depression and anxiety in the description box below to try to help you or anybody that you know that might need help. That will also include the suicide hotline. It isn't uncommon for suicidal thoughts to happen in people in depression and anxiety. It happened to me. It can happen to you. And so long as we take an active role into letting everybody know who suffers from these ailments that they are loved and that they are needed here and that their life does matter and their presence is needed, I think we can start decreasing those numbers of suicide within people who have depression and anxiety. Because my overall goal is to just make you aware and bring your attention to real issues that affect many people and affect me. So you'll find all that information in the description box below. But I just want you guys to know you're not alone. I am right there with you. We are all survivors. Everybody who has depression, anxiety, every day we're survivors, because every day we fight against all the negative thoughts and all of the issues that make living every day hard. So we're survivors. We're strong. We're stronger together though. And so long as we can come together as people and discuss our issues in an open and an honest manner, we can start really being able to tackle these issues and find real solutions for people who are really struggling before they even get to the point of thinking about committing suicide. So please, I beg you, be the supportive friend or family member or colleague or workmate or whatever it is, and listen to those who come out and decide to confide in you. Alright guys, I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think about this issue in the comment box below. And if you liked anything that I said in this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my social media accounts. The links to those accounts will be provided in the description box below. Again, I'm ElenaVe. And remember, always leave things better than how you found it. Bye!